OBASEKI don't expect the work for the new town development project, say no be joke and him ready wella to prosecute land grabbers for Edo. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on Tuesday carry waka go the new town development project to do check on top the progress when they share for there. After the check and talk with contractors, Obaseki Koyan to the people say from the interest where them don't get, funding for this new town development project not gonna be problem at all.
The starting point is to just establish the plan and then begin to build the infrastructure, the roads, the water supply systems, the electricity, and fiber optic connectivity, and all the things that the inhabitants here will require to live here. Those are the investments that we need to make first. Once those are in place, I believe that from sale of land, from all the other potential taxes, we'll be able to raise enough money to continue to build infrastructure. And from the interest we have, I see a lot of developers coming in to take large parcels to also develop mini estates within this development. So I don't believe that financing will be a challenge. The reason why we're moving with speed is because of the very long rainy seasons we have. We want to take full advantage of the dry season to begin to construct the infrastructure.
On top land grabbers for the state, Obaseki talks say
most of them have been declared wanted. I think a few are currently being charged. Once we get details of where they are, those who are declared wanted, we'll go after them. Even if they are abroad, we'll seek for the extradition back home and try them for stealing, because they essentially have stolen other people's land. We won't call it land grabbing. This is pure theft, and they will go to jail for it.
Mr. Omo and the Commissioner for Physical Planning, Housing, Urban and Regional Development talk say them will begin compensation for some of the houses when they demolish on top of the new town.
For compensation, as you are aware, we've done an enumeration of everybody we met on ground when we came to take possession. And those enumerations have been completed. Now the next stage is to look at the titling they have. So we've also established that. After that, we'll now deal with the issues of compensation. A lot of issues regarding restitution, more than compensation, because the people we see over here are very, very few. So that's what we're doing. So once we finish that, we'll be contacting them. We've also done a stakeholders meeting to invite all of them and explain what is going to happen and how it affects them and what benefits they stand to get.
Mr. Omo constitute on top where them they presently for the new town and the interest when they come from people both home and abroad.
As you can see today, we've already started marking out the roads, and we're doing the major collector roads, because once those roads are open, it's easier for us to now parcellate and people can see exactly what the plots are, what land uses they are, and all that. So we started using this season, we want to move very fast with the infrastructure so that by January, we'll be able to start giving people what is available for sale. I have to say that the interest is huge. A lot of people have been calling, both locally and internationally. Even those who were here before have also indicated interest to return. And all of what that has been taken into consideration in making sure that the interests are all captured. And as you know, this is going to be a show of what a planned town should be. We've been talking a lot about our master plans and insisting that we need to plan. Before now, the development here was totally haphazard because it was done illegally and without plan. But we are doing a city which we know should be how our cities should be, as cities of our future. So this is just the beginning. We're going to take this around the state to the different senatorial zones, and it will just showcase this is like the pilot. This particular place we're standing is the Ogba Reserve. It has always been a reserve. So the buildings that were here, apart from ancestral homes, were actually illegal. So what we're doing now is we are marking out the roads. As we mark out the roads, the buildings that we left earlier were those that were roofed so that we can walk. But as it stands now, anyone that is falls within a road or a right-of-way or whatever we're going to use for infrastructure would have to remove. But like I said, restitution and compensation are options that we have available.
The Ugbonge people who enjoy body with Mr. Governor for this inspection, now Commissioner for Physical Planning, Housing, Urban and Regional Development, Isoke Omo, Chief of Staff to Edo State Governor, Osaibovo Iyoha, Area Manager, Heartland Construction Company, Sami Iyeya, and others. Omo Aluke at Jakaye, TMC TV News. Make una remember say your PVC na be your power. We still am give any politician that election day.